We completely believe that. In fact, we actually believe that if you want to follow the teachings, actually want to do that on your own, that's completely fine. We're just opposed to the actual cult itself, like what they portray to be a church, and their criminal background that we don't agree with because, well, it's criminal.
But if they're breaking the laws of the country, then they would be held accountable.
And they've actually been charged with breaching the public trust, and that's why they don't have tax-exempt status in Canada. Yes.
And to demonstrate, I don't understand the masks. Why would you want to hide behind something?
It's because they're so litigic and they harass their critics to the point where they make people afraid to actually speak out and print the truth about them. They go after journalists especially, and Paula Cooper is one example of that, and they tried to get her locked up in an insane asylum by basically following her and trying to spread lies about her, and they almost drove her to suicide. They do this constantly. They just try and suppress information like this, and it's because of this censorship that we're trying to expose just the truth about it.
I'll take a sheet and I'll read it, but I have a big problem with the masks, because I do believe that if you really believe in what it is you're standing for, you shouldn't want to hide behind any mask.
Well,
it's fear. It's fear. I don't believe
friendly.
that they have the power that perhaps some believe they do. They only have the power that people give them. And in this country, people are free to make their own decisions.
Yes, but you should be making decisions based on actual information about it.
But
that's
where you have to do your own homework, right?
Yes,
people
but
have to
if you don't allow them to, if you don't stop them from censoring all the material about it, you don't actually know what it is before you get into it. They try and...
what kind of materials can they censor?
Well, they censor things that, their OT3 level, which is after you paid $300,000 or something like that of auditing classes, you actually learn the secrets about what they actually believe, and it's science fiction type of writing. It's basically they believe that some overlord named Xenu, billions or trillions of years ago, came down and tried to destroy a bunch of people by throwing them in a volcano or blowing up an A-bomb.
But we're talking about a belief system, a belief structure.
I'm completely fine with that, but if someone's going to go into a belief system, into a religion, they should know about it.
But don't you feel that that's each person's own responsibility?
Not when they're brainwashed, though.
Well, yeah, but people are only brainwashed because they allow themselves to be. I mean, everybody has freedom of choice.
There's many ways of lying to people, and what's that word?
I'll tell you right now, I'd be damned if I would be so afraid to hide behind any kind of mask, to speak out about something I believe in strongly. That's all I'm saying. And if you take away the rights of I don't really know much about that religion. I don't know much about religions, but I do believe that each person has to make his own journey, and it's his responsibility to do the research that's necessary before he buys into any concept.
But if they don't actually make that available, then...
But that's to suggest that people are not capable of making their own decisions, are not capable of thinking, are not capable of delving into the facts about what it is they may become involved in. That's the way it is with any cult. Some people are easily brainwashed. Why? Because they want to be. There's something about the doctrine that attracts them to it. So if it's not Scientology, it'll be some other cult, it'll be some other thing.
I'm fine with it, some other religion or even a cult, but something that's so dangerous, and has crimes that have been they've been convicted of, and has people afraid to actually tell people that they've left the church, because then they'd be considered a suppressive person, and their policy for suppressive people is that they may be tricked, sued, lied to, or destroyed. These internal policies, of course, they don't tell people that, because until they've actually been in the church for long enough that they've basically been brainwashed, they won't let them know the truth. And it's these things that we want people to know about. So if they want to practice Scientology, that's fine. In fact, the thoughts about the reactive mind, I think, come from psychiatry, but they tell people that psychiatrists are evil and kill people. But like, that's their right to say what they want as long as people know about it.
Unfortunately, though, don't you think that the people that buy into these philosophies or these concepts, these ideas, are buying into that which suits them, as in any religion? If you take even just Christianity, I don't know what Scientology, where it fits into anything in that
it's
sense.
not related to Christianity.
Okay.
In fact,
But
they'll
if you
tell people that Jesus is a pedophile when you get up to a high enough level.
Well, if you get into Christianity, a Christian religion, you know, you have Catholicism, you've got Protestantism, you've got Methodist, Baptist, Pentecostal, you name it. And what's the difference? Each person buys in or joins that sect that suits something inside them.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't agree with it. I'm a Christian, but I'm not a religious person. I can't fit into any sect of Christianity, because as much as I'm a Christian, I don't agree with the interpretations as they're set forth to me, because all these sects are deriving their ideas from the same book and coming up with different perspectives. So it's all based on the individual, and an individual only buys into that which is suiting him, something inside him. I'm just afraid that when you take away the right to, and I haven't read this, and I don't know Scientology, so I can't argue with you there, but I'm just a little concerned that if you take away the right of freedom of choice, freedom to decide for yourself that which is best for you, that it's going to have a domino effect in other areas of society, and thereby making Canadian society not as free as perhaps it should be. Do you know what I mean?
But do you think that we're actually